at D23, they did a presentation for Doomsday, uh, giving a description I of the movie. So I'm checking out the Cosmic Wonder here. He's giving a full breakdown of what was told. So if you don't want anything spoiled, please go on, Pete. Go on to the next video. But hey, if you're curious, like I am, check it out with me here.
Yesterday, Disney had their Destination D23 event, and Marvel did have a presence there. Not only did we get a message from the Russo brothers, the directors of the film, and Paul Rudd, which you may have heard about, but they also showed a really epic montage featuring the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, and more, reminding us just how big this movie really is going to be, and the Russo brothers even talk about how big it's going to be as well. While no filming was allowed now,
do you think it might be a little too overcrowded? I mean, this is going to be insane. There's really not many things leading into it. Fantastic Four was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit, actually. I thought it was good. But besides that little teaser at the end, there's nothing in relevance to Doom. I'm curious how they're going to pull it off.
We basically know everything that was shown and said. So we're going to go over what everybody said, who said it, and what it all means. And of course, we're going to talk about what the Russo brothers and Paul Rudd said as well. And I actually think that this might be released pretty soon to the public on YouTube. Maybe not an exact version, because this might be just something very special to those who attended D23. But this is right on par with their infamous chair video. So I'm guessing this is the next tease that we're going to get. But the direct.com gathered all the information for the official Avengers Doomsday teaser video featuring the X-Men and the Fantastic Four heroes. Here is everything they said that was shown. They said directors Joe and Anthony Russo took a break from their Doomsday filming in London to say hello to fans with a video message. The message was interrupted by an exuberant Paul Rudd, who stressed the scale of the production and teased the roster that fans got a glimpse of in a teaser video shown during the presentation. The teaser was a rapid montage interspersed with video from the now infamous live-streamed cast chair reveal and footage and dialogue spotlighting Avengers Doomsday's confirmed characters and actors from their appearances in previous Marvel movies. And here's what they showed. The direct states, "This montage, which served as a powerful reminder of the MCU's rich history and the diverse team of heroes that Doomsday is assembling, began with Thor's rallying cry from Thor Love and Thunder, with Thor saying this, 'We could pull together the greatest team ever.' This was directly followed up with Sam Wilson's Captain America line from Brave New World. 'If we can't see the good in each other, we've already lost the fight.' And this particular line right here, I do believe actually plays into something that's going to happen in the movie. We actually got a new report about this the other day. It sounds like there's kind of another civil war going on, but we'll get to that in a bit. After Sam Wilson's Captain America, we hear Shuri say, 'Now is our time to strike.' This transitioned into Ant-Man's memorable promise, a line from Scott Lang's in-universe memoir, Look Out for the Little Guy, that was highlighted in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, stating, 'Will I be there when the Avengers need me?' Absolutely." They continue in the article stating, continuing to build momentum with more inspiring dialogue, Thunderbolt star Yelena vowed, "We stick together from now on," adding a sense of family and loyalty. Joaquin Torres' Falcon also expressed his readiness with his line from Brave New World, "That pressure, that responsibility, I want that too." Then we hear Red Guardian adding a touch of optimism, stating, "This has the makings of a team that can bring light from the darkness." And we even get a line from Loki. They state Loki provided a reflective touch from the titular Disney Plus series, "Raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard." Then after Loki, we get some X-Men. And much with that line from Captain America, some X-Men lines I believe mean a lot for the movie as well. We get Professor X's warning from X2, X-Men United. "There are forces in this world, both mutant and human alike, who believe that a war is coming. And oh, how right Professor Xavier is." But then we hear Cyclops' dialogue from the 2000 X-Men stating, "If anything happens, I'll take care of them." And this line right here, I really want to believe that this isn't hinting that Professor X might die again, but it seems like it's kind of alluding to that. However, I do have a theory that it doesn't involve Professor X.
Now, my opinion, I honestly think that I think the X-Men are going to I think the X-Men are going to die. I think they're just going. Doom's going to come in. I don't know what kind of artillery he's coming in with, but he's gonna wipe them Jokers out, or he could wipe out the Avengers. I'm not sure.
Dying. Well, at least not really on screen in a fight. I do think, and I hope, that this line right here that Cyclops dropped, "If anything happens, I'll take care of them," is hinting that he is finally going to take the leadership position. Something that we finally need to see on screen. Cyclops is one of my favorite characters.
Hell yeah, Cyclops goes hard in the paint.
Get some redemption in Avengers Doomsday. Now, unfortunately, that means Professor X is probably not leading them. And yes, that could mean that he could die on screen.
Man, R.I.P.
Professor X. He is pretty old, and of course, he's in a wheelchair. If there's a giant battle, Cyclops would be the leader to actually lead at the front of the line. So he doesn't exactly have to die. Also, we know that there are going to be many different teams in this movie. We know that the heroes are going to break off into different teams as well. So maybe the X-Men kind of split up, and Cyclops gets his own team that he's in charge of. Because I do think they picked very specific lines for this. And we'll finish what the montage said and what the Russo brothers said in just a bit. This continues with the Fantastic Four's Reed Richards stating, "Today we are your defenders. We will protect you." The sequence ended with an empowering call from Shuri, Ibambe, evoking the spirit of Wakanda and uniting the ensemble in a visual symphony of past triumphs and future battles. It's awesome to hear that Marvel Studios put this together, and while it did, I believe, hint at some things, it didn't really reveal too much. But what it is, really, is a reminder that Marvel is assembling a massive, multi-generational team for what the Russo brothers call in their message, their biggest movie ever.
A whole lot of people, man.
On screen to give an update about the filming from London, and Paul Rudd eventually joined them as well. But they started off by stating, "Hi D23 members, this is Joe and Anthony Russo. Right now we are in London shooting Marvel Studios' Avengers Doomsday. This movie is, to say the least, a big one for us. It is bigger than anything we have ever done. We are bringing together so many of your favorite heroes to face one of the greatest threats to the MCU." Paul Rudd came on to share his message as well, stating, "We're surrounded by jaw-dropping sets and some truly incredible talent, many of who you just saw teased in that great video. Bringing the story to the big screen means the world to us, and we couldn't do it without your support." So again, nothing really big, but it is nice to get a little update and a little bit of a tease about Doomsday. And for those wondering, this is what they showed. But like I mentioned, that line from Captain America, it seems like that's going to play a part in Avengers Doomsday in what might be a very important plot point for the film. Insider Alex Perez from the Cosmic Circus teased this a few days ago. "The fate of the entire multiverse hangs in the balance, and two of the main teams have tension with each other because the leaders are still trying to sort out the mantle debacle, and then add the OG to the mix." So I think he's basically saying right here, Bucky and Sam are fighting about who the real Avengers are and who the leader of the real Avengers team is. And even if they were talking about combining the teams, well, who would be the leader of that team, Sam or Bucky? And then, like Alex said, add the OG to the mix. Add Bruce Banner. Add Thor. Maybe Hawkeye returns as well. And we know Chris Evans' Captain America is returning, so maybe he jumps in the mix. Either way, it sounds like there's going to be some fighting between the teams. Now, whether or not this results in a physical fight is yet to be seen. I do think it would be cool to see Sam and Bucky fight, because Bucky's a super soldier, but Sam does have the vibranium shield. No one
Bucky would whoop his ass.
But overall, really exciting things happening for Avengers Doomsday. We continue to get awesome updates, rumors.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, before anything, go and check out the Cosmic Wonder. My guy does his thing for sure. So, Doomsday. Very interesting. So, basically, we got pretty much there's the history of this Marvel universe. I'm going back to the Fox universe, the X-Men movies. There's going to be parts of it where they're going to use it to tie it into this movie, where it's all going to be just one big type of event, right? Which I think that's pretty cool, right? You got to tie it in somehow. We'll explain some of the, bringing back of the old actors playing their characters, things like that. So I thought one something that was pretty funny. They said it's kind of a civil war, the new Avengers versus Sam Wilson's Avengers, which I'm curious to see who that's going to be. I know it's probably going to be Bruce Banner, Shang-Chi. I'm not sure who else, but I think it's pretty funny though because I think it's pretty funny because you got, like you're gonna add Thor into the mix and stuff like that, right? Thor, remember at the end of I think it was Endgame, and he was with the Guardians, and he's just like, he's like, yeah, sure, like like Thor's like, ain't nobody bossing me around. I'm a freaking god, dude. So pretty interesting stuff, man. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts down below. I mean, I want to get excited for this movie. I mean, we're bringing back the X-Men. You have the Avengers, the current Avengers, current characters, new Thunderbolts, things like that. Bringing in Doctor Doom finally. You have Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom. It's kind of all confusing. I mean, I don't know whether or not to get excited or just like, yeah, it is what it is, right? Especially, I do believe Thunderbolt. I like Thunderbolts. I thought Thunderbolts was good. I also thought Fantastic Four was good. I didn't like Fantastic Four as much Superman, but I thought Fantastic Four was pretty good. What do I like better, Thunderbolts or Fantastic Four? I think I like Fantastic Four a little bit more. I didn't like that they nerfed up Reed Richards' powers the way they did, but it is what it is. But it's just all confusing, man. But I am leaning more on the side where I am more excited. I am getting excited. I love Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom's one of the coolest villains. I love the X-Men. X-Men's probably my favorite part of Marvel, to be truly honest, right? That, and then of course the Midnight Suns, and those are definitely my favorite parts of Marvel side of things. So I'm curious. It's gonna be interesting. They brought the Russos back. It's got to be good. So I guess we'll see. But guys, let me know your comments down below. What do you think? And if you haven't got a chance to like the video, please do. And if you like more videos like this, I try to bring as much content to you as much as possible. Go ahead and subscribe, man. But until next time, guys, thank you guys for joining Real Rumble. Peace out.